Hey guys, Small Kiwi here again with some more in-depth info on Heroes of the Storm. Last time we took a look at some of the big differences in gameplay between Heroes and other MOBA games, and today we'll take a look at the maps that were shown off at BlizzCon and how they bring a unique style of gameplay to Heroes of the Storm. Blizzard showed off 4 different maps this year, and while each one had different major objectives, they all shared a few things in common. First, all maps contain towns, not simply towers and bases. Each town appears to be protected by a wall that allows friendlies to pass, but blocks enemies, plus at least a couple defensive towers. Unique to Heroes of the Storm is the fact that towers have a supply of ammunition that can only be resupplied by heroes coming to the lane. When towers run out of ammunition, they can no longer fire, and the lane becomes much easier to push. Also common to all the maps shown were mercenary camps. Like creep camps, teams are able to fight these for XP, however, beating them does not simply make them disappear. Mercenary camps can be captured once they're defeated, and the creeps will then proceed to help that team push down the lanes. The mercenary camps shown at BlizzCon were siege giants, which spawn in pairs, and knights, which spawn in groups of 4. The creeps all seem to feature unique art styles based on which battleground they're in. Maps also have boss monsters that work similarly to the mercenary camps, but with much more pushing power. Fighting for boss monsters, or any map feature it seems, often causes a team fight for control of the objective. What's interesting is that almost all of these objectives on the map seem to help teams by directly pushing the lanes, rather than just granting buffs. The exception to this is on the map Cursed Hollow. The major objectives for this map are tributes which spawn all around the battleground and can be channeled on to capture. After a team grabs 3 of these tributes, a large buff is applied to the successful team with a debuff applied to the enemy team's structures. Next we'll take a look at Haunted Mines, which is artistically similar to Cursed Hollow, but with a vastly different objective. Players on this battleground will fight on a fairly standard 2-lane style map for control of lanes and objectives. However, at key points throughout the game, the Haunted Mine will open up to both sides. At that point, both teams battle it out below ground in a race to collect skulls from the mine's inhabitants. These skulls are then sacrificed to a massive boss in the center of the mines in order to summon a Grave Golem that will help push the lanes. Each Grave Golem is more or less powerful based on the number of skulls that were sacrificed by the team. Dragonshire is a fantasy-themed battleground that looks reminiscent of Wonderland. The map features a central observation tower and 2 altars for teams to fight over. When a team controls both of the altars, a dragon altar near the center of the map is activated, which can transform one of the players from that team into a massive, powerful Dragon Knight. The Dragon Knight has the ability to fight heroes and effectively siege structures, so the team that controls him must try to capitalize on the temporary buff and push the enemy's lanes. Lastly, we'll look at my favorite of the battlegrounds shown, Blackheart's Bay. This map features a piratical theme with a large ship in the center the teams will fight over. Throughout the game, players can fight creep camps and destroy treasure chests to collect doubloons. These gold coins can be turned into Blackheart's chest at the center of the map, and after he receives 10 coins, he will jump aboard his pirate ship and use the ship's cannons to lay siege to the enemy structures. After firing multiple volleys, Blackheart will once again become available to accept doubloons from either team. Players carrying doubloons will become targets of the enemy team as doubloons can be stolen after a kill. This leads to team fights in the center of the map as both forces try to drop off their coins without being interrupted or killed by the enemy. The focus on big team objectives in all of these maps seems to set Heroes of the Storm apart from other MOBAs that feature very few maps or game types. Blizzard has already stated that they plan to release many more maps throughout the life of Heroes, and rotate maps in and out of the matchmaking pool. Let me know in the comments which map or objective type looks the most interesting to you, and feel free to ask any questions I might not have answered already. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button below and subscribe to us here at Pay to Lose, and don't forget to stay tuned to the channel later this week when I'll be showing you guys many of the individual heroes, powers, and customization options. For Pay to Lose Gaming, my name is Small Kiwi. Thanks for watching.